Hello my dear students, good morning to you all and welcome back to today's science class. Well, in our last video, I have asked you to find out the meaning of autotrophs, heterotrophs and saprophytes. Quite many of you have answered it correctly. Well, autotrophs are usually plants which prepares their own food and it does not depend on another animal or other plant. So these are called as autotrophs. Okay. So coming to heterotrophs, heterotrophs are the animals or the organisms which directly or indirectly depends on the plants for their food. For example, you can see in this image the picture of the goat. It is grazing the grass, right? It means it is dependent on plant for its food. So it is called as heterotroph. And the last one is saprophytes. Saprophytes are the plants or the organisms which depend directly on dead and decaying matter. Example for saprophytes are fungi, bacteria and other plants. These saprophytic plants are the organisms which depends on dead and decayed animals, convert them into a dark colored substance. That substance we call as humus. And all the microorganisms which convert the dead plants and animals into humus are known as decomposers. These organisms play an important role in the cultivation of crops and other plants in the forest. The presence of humus ensures that the nutrients of the dead plants and animals are released into the soil. So, my dear children, we have studied in detail about humus in chapter 9 under the headline soil. We now know how important it is and how it is filled with much of nutrients for the development and cultivation of crops. These nutrients are again absorbed by the roots of the plants. Plants release oxygen through the process of photosynthesis. The plant helps to provide oxygen for animal respiration. They also maintain the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So that is why the forests are called as green lungs. My dear children, you know that forests provide shelter to many animals, many plants and many microorganisms also. Well, the interesting thing here is forest is a shelter for the people also. Many people also live in the forest. Some of them may belong to different tribes. Okay. People depend mostly on the forest for the food, for the shelter, for the water and also for the medicines. How does the forest provide medicine to the people? Yes. Think of this and leave your answer in the comment section below. There are many advantages of forest. Because of its huge advantages, the forest is also called as dynamic living entity. What we call dynamic living entity. In this chapter, we have studied the importance of forest and how the forest is beneficial for the mankind, for the plants and for the animals. Just imagine if there are no forest or if the forest disappear, what happens, how it will affect our living. List out some of the disaster what we will face if the forest disappear and let me know your answer. Forests are one of the greatest blessings for the humankind from God. Let's save forest, save life. Thank you. Have a good day.